Hello and welcome. It is 12 noon. It is the 6th day of October 2021, and I am your number one guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and sports. The man who is the OGM, asking you again the question of, what if? I support this product. Because it's Wednesday, which means it's time to take a look at the crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end this week. As always, if any of these sound like a crowdfunding project you want to support, head on over to your friendly local game store, that's Games and Anime here in Ventura, and ask them to look into it for you. Hopefully all these products will actually get to the final stages and will be able to fulfill their requirements of the Kickstarters. Of course, because of the shipping issues, we already know at least a couple different Kickstarters who did meet their goals are having to delay the shipping of their rewards. So there you go. The following Kickstarters and crowdfunding projects are coming to the end of this week. We have from an individual who only refers to himself as How to Be a Great GM, The Practical Guide to Becoming a Great GM. This is a system-neutral RPG advice book. The most popular pledge is $45. It's 250 pages of tips on how to be a better game master from a YouTuber who's known as How to Be a Great GM. From Sly Flourish, we also have the Lazy DM's Companion. That seems to be a thing all of a sudden. This is a source book. The most popular pledge is $25. It's a 64-page book containing options to help streamline 5e and make the work easier for a GM. It contains guidelines, adventure generators, tools for a lazy GM, and general all-purpose maps. From Story Brewers Role-Playing, we have Fight with Spirit, a sports drama RPG. It was inevitable. We're running out of genres, so a sports drama RPG had to be a thing. Sports drama animes are a thing in Japan. There's The White Shadow, one of the greatest sports drama TV shows ever. So this is original system. The most popular pledge is $90. You want to play an RPG about being a sports team, about teamwork and going for a goal. If you're looking for drama and your face action of a sports magna, this project offers a lot of the promise. Don't have any information on the system, but there is a free preview available on the Kickstarter. I don't see this one succeeding, sadly. It's too much of an Asian thing. A lot of Americans are not going to get the idea of, I want to play a role-playing game where I'm a sports team. Unless that sports team also goes on adventures like Scooby-Doo. From Crit Co. UK, we have Glorious Taverns. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition sourcebook. Most popular pledge, $40. And the name says it all. It's a book about taverns and drinking and eating and all the things that your characters are supposedly do when they're not out adventuring. Now, if you remember at the beginning of 2021, the number one Kickstarter, one of the first of the $1 million plus Kickstarter family, was a book on taverns made by Matt Koval. So now as we come to the end of 2021, we have a second, although I'm sure there's more, book on taverns, trying to, follow on the glorious path that Matt Koval and company made with their multi-million-dollar Kickstarter. So will these guys hit $1 million or more on their Kickstarter? Or will people be like, I don't need another book about bars. I can literally look up the menus of a bar online and then just use that. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see. From Adam Hancock, we have Demiverse, a campaign setting for 5es and Those Who Wander. I guess Those Who Wander is an RPG. Let's check it through. Skynet, hello, what is Those Who Wander? I'm not getting an answer. Well, I pose that there must be a game out there that is called Those Who Wander. This is for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition or Those Who Wander. It is a source book. The most popular pledge is $30. It's a project about creating demi-planes. Small planes for your characters to stumble upon and adventure in. I don't know if they're called demi-planes anymore because remember, Wizards of the Coast is now referring to it as a multiverse. So Ravenloft and etc. and Strixhaven and Ravenica I think, are now pocket dimensions. I don't know if they're planes anymore because it's a multiverse, not a plane verse. Anyways, yes, so here's a book about how to make an adventure in demi-planes. From James Floyd Kelly, we have Delver, issue number 2, Resources for the Random Rolling Recesses for the Random Rolling Referee. Try saying that 5 times fast. Resources for the Random Rolling Referee. Resources for the Random Rolling Referee. Resources for the Random Rolling Referee. Yeah. This is for OSE and generally OSR type old school adventures. It's an RPG magazine. $20 is the most popular pledge. And this is Delver issue number 2, which offers 40 pages of OSR content, mostly random charts. And printable props. Ooh, printable props. That's cool. From The Wanderer's Tomb, we have Flabbergasted, a comedic tabletop role-playing game. This is an original system. The most popular pledge is $30. Takes place in an alternate 1920s Wolves Light narrative-driven comedic RPG that awaits you. The project brings adventure, comedy, fun, and the Roaring '20s to your tabletop. The art looks pretty cool, and the concept could be perfect for right table. So, do you want to role play in a 1920s world? Comedic. From Mana Rampant Matt, we have Burn Pile Year 1. This is an RPG for Mouse Sitter. Its most popular pledge is $10. It's a rule light RPG where you play fantasy mouses. This anthology collects the first year of the various adventures that were made for Mouse Sitter, so check it out. From Patty Finn, we have the Mag of Holding Gothic Horror book for D&D 5e. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition RPG magazine. Most popular pledge is $25, and it contains a bunch of hundreds of pages of 5e Gothic horror content. And that is it for all the Kickstarters. Of course, also the Kickstarter for Level Up Advanced 5e Kickstarter has finally launched from EN Games. I know I've talked about this one a lot over the past year or so, because these are the people that have made all the content that they were kickstarting and playtesting online for free. So why should I kickstart it if you've made everything for me online for free? All I have to do is download it and put it on a PDF or print it out or put it in a folder on my computer. But anyways, if you want to kickstart that, it's available on Kickstarter. Other than that, that is all the Kickstarter/crowdfunders that are coming to an end this week. If any of those are something you want to support, head on down to your friendly local game store, that's Cess Games and Anime here in Ventura, and ask them to look into it. But of course, warning, as I said at the beginning of this vlog, shipping may be an issue, so if there is a physical reward tied to some of these Kickstarters, you may not get it within the time frame that you think you're going to get it. Don't be upset. It's not their fault, and they are all trying to work on alternative ways to get these things to your gaming table. It's just the way of things. Till next time, if you appreciate my content, let me know. If you don't appreciate my content, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're listening to the sound of my voice, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs, and we'll do something ridiculous. You can support me through Ko-Fi or through my locals, or just by saying hi. I think you're doing a great job. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Stay off my land.